تنپوری خوش اومدیم. استریم اگه دیلی داشت اطلاع بدید. اوکی. راه از مستر رو که نفهم گره باز زیرنویس فارسی میبینم بتون برو بریم. بس یک روز زیبا. تل مارت. آره باید بریم اینجا به مارت رو بگیم چی پیدا کردیم. بگیم یه چاقوی خونی تو خونه اون زن همسایه روبرویشون پیدا کردیم که نمیدونیم چه اتفاق.
Morning to you. We're now.
چقدر شد سلطان؟
One of us says something you'll regret. I quite like my head firmly attached to my neck.
این بلنش خوبم شد.
Good morning.
Good morning یعنی چی؟ یعنی صبح بخیر داداش. صبح بخیر. خب.
I brought Victoria those horseshoes, and I think something's happened to her.
What? What do you mean?
The house was empty, and in the hearth room next to the bed, I found a puddle of blood. It hadn't even dried yet.
Jesus Christ! What if she's been... No!
Well, it might not be too late. Do you have any idea where she could be?
I don't know. Really? Oh, how horrible!
Did Victoria have problems with anyone from the village?
No, definitely not. Good God, she was... I mean, she is a good girl, although...
Can you think of anyone?
Sometimes there's talk about how she lives alone and how she makes her living.
Yeah.
Why would anyone be bothered about how Victoria makes her living? As long as she's not stealing, she can do whatever she wants, right?
Well, not everyone was happy that she brings our goods up to the camp. Once, someone even drew something very ugly on our door because of it. But what's that poor girl supposed to do without a man? There's a war, and we all need to make a living somehow.
Who did she go and see at the camp? Who might know more about her?
Mainly their blacksmith. She brings goods up there every 2 or 3 days. He's certain to remember her. So tell them at the gate that you're bringing something from the smithy. They'll let you in.
Who's bothered by her living alone? Whose business is that?
Things are a little different, you see. She lost her husband some time ago. A young widow, actually. A pretty young widow. Naturally, a few fellas were fawning over her. There was one in particular. But he'd never hurt her. He might be...
مشکل بالاست پیش اومده کسل آدم حتی سکونتت کسلتم هر کس به خود برای لد کلون و کرد کود کربان شاله بکنه نه نشمیدم بیادمی لی کنم فقط نره شریدم شبیه
مرسی لطف کردی شرمنده کردی مرسی دمت گرم سلطان
Loudmouth, but he's harmless.
Who's this mystery man, then?
I won't say. If word got out that I accused someone, we might as well just close up shop here.
عجب
Well, I'm not about to go blabbing about it in the tavern. I just need to know where to start looking for Victoria.
Fine. But you didn't hear this from me. Farmer Kuba was pretty keen on her. And he wasn't going to give up easy. Last time, he tried to flatter her by giving her a headscarf. But Victoria knew it had belonged to his dead wife. So she told him to sod off. The whole village was laughing at him. He's a bitter old man.
Huh? Jealousy's a powerful thing, though.
Well, that's true, too. So go and ask him yourself. He's always wearing a bright red coat and a hat with a feather in it. But not a peep.
Don't worry. Is there anything else you can think of before I go?
I've already told you everything I know.
Sigismund Camp. What?
مشکل براس پیش اومده کسل آدم
چرا چیکار میکنی؟
حتی سکونتت حتی سکونتت کسلتم هر کس به خود برای نکنون و کرد کود کربان شده بکنه نه نشنیدم بیادمی لی کنم فقط نره شنیدم شبیه
مرسی داشت یه 350,000 تومن مرسی داشت مرسی شرمنده میکنی دمت گرم عشق منی بازم دمت گرم جات اینجاست داشت دمت گرم خب یعنی اینه پیرمرده
Morning, lad.
You're Cuba, the farmer, right?
Aye, I am. What do you want?
I'm looking for Victoria. And I thought you might know where to find her.
Why should I, of all people, know?
I hear you were quite fond of her.
Who told you that, eh?
But she sent you packing. In front of half the village.
Birds have been twittering, have they? Her husband wasn't the only one taken by the Black Death. I lost my wife, too. So I thought to myself, enough time has passed. And two can live better than one. I tried. She wasn't interested. End of story. I've no idea what she's up to now. And I don't
ویدیوش هست نه خیلی وقتش بازی کردم زمانی که اصلا کانال 2 رو نداشتم
care.
Does she have friends here? Who does she talk with in the village?
Mainly with Martha, the blacksmith's wife. But all she did was use Victoria to do her dirty work.
Well, I've spoken to Martha, and it seems she's genuinely worried about Victoria.
Worried about her? Why?
Victoria's missing. And there's a puddle of blood at her house.
I reckon someone was jealous of them soldiers she hangs around with. What's that got to do with me?
You can't be serious. She could be injured somewhere, or even worse. And you're glad?
What goes around comes around. I have a clean conscience. To hell with that silly goose.
Why don't you just admit the girl was a real thorn in your side? And that you were jealous as hell? An old dog wanted some young meat, but ended up with a nibble, eh?
Listen, you prick. What the fuck are you trying on me? Who the hell do you think you are? You'd better take that back while you still have teeth.
You're pissed off that she preferred someone else over you, eh? You waited for her, and...
Enough! You've been asking for a beating, so here it comes. Now you're gonna get it. Mercy, spare me.
So, had enough already?
Yeah. Just leave me. And I really don't know anything about. Maybe she just decided village life wasn't for her, so...
What soldier? You're telling me this now?
I heard someone came across her up there in the forest while she was having a rendezvous with some fella from the camp. But I really don't know anything else.
All right. I'll ask in the camp.
پس بلیت این بنده خدا هم سوخت. باید بریم به قبیله، نمیگم قبیله، باید بریم به کمپ سیگیزموند، درسته؟ اینجا چرا فصل
شادی میده گوز به من شادی میده لذت آزادی میده آدمی با گوز زدن همهاشو از یاد میبره پشت خونی قصه رو لوله کنه با بیبره لوله کردم بدجور کردم به خدا گوز نمیدم در غمه ها به جز از امشب و فردا شب و شبهای دیگه.
مرسی داداش، علی باید 40,000 تومنت عشقی داداش. مرسی گرد اینجاست. دمت گرم سلطان، هرچند برس. خب
Quick!
بسونه تا تو این تکمیل شده. بریم با درایده بینم صحبت کنیم. بریم اینجا بگاهی. امیدوارم به موقع برسیم. اگه به موقع نرسیم بد میشه آجی. اصلا حواسم نبود که این میشین داره شروع میشه. فاک. خوبه علی؟
Nice and slow.
دارم یک ماه دارم اینو بازی میکنم. قسمت 33 ام دارم همه چیشو میرم. الان این چیزایی داشتم میرم همه میشه فرعی بود. خب اینا تو میشه هستی نبود. اینی که الان دارم میرم میشه هستی. انقدر قشنگی که دوش قشنگه خیلی خفنه. یکیش معمولی، دوش شاهکاره. بعد نیسته نه نه این تازه اومده. این تازه اومده میرم ویشر بازی کردی؟ ویشر بازی کردی؟ خب خوشتون اومد، خوب بود. شاید در هم اومده در پایین تر. دیر اومدیم. دیگه زور شد. نمیاد. میگم اونسا نمیاد دیگه. اوکی. همون سر صبح بریم بهتره. اصلا فوق‌العاده است. فوق‌العاده. یه ذره بشین اینا کنیم خود متوجه میشیم. لحظه بشه جدید عرض باز داره. بشه جدید آره خوبه. ماشا دقیقاً زمانی که خورشید طلوع میکنه این جاکیشون هم میتینگ برگزار کنن. درود کپتن.
Nice and slow. خورشید طلوع کرده. خورشید بالا اومده. دنبال چیه؟ نفرم نصف شب اینو برگزار میکنم. درشون بسته است. گروه دیاییز کجا میرم ملاقات میکنم؟ میتینگ دارم. حس میکنم نصف شب ملاقات میکنم. نمیدونم چرا. شانتمون تست میکنم. نمیشه میشه. سلام هل باید خوش اومدید. دنبال چی؟ الان یک گروه مسیحی هستن. نمیدونم چیه اینا. دنبال این هستن که یعنی بر علیه یهودی رو دستگیر کنن و ما میخوایم واردشون بشیم بفهمیم نقششون چیه.
wait for meeting to start. باش اشتباه دادم اینجا باید میدادم. یادم خواسته که بری
Bit longer without food, and I'll really
جای میتینگ عوض شد.
start to be grumpy.
بعد اون شد
Nice and slow.
چرا جای میتینگ عوض شد؟ علامت های این اسرائیل و اینا رو کشیدن ها. دقیقا گو برای یهودی دارن یه حرکتی میزنن همینجاست. هرچی هست تو همینجاست. بندی
Why is this open? There's nobody here. If anything's missing, I know who to go and see. I'm going to check.
پایینه بالایی
You won't freeze inside the chimney.
داشتم پاشی هست ها؟ الو اینجوریه همه رو گرفتیم شروع کنم همه رو دیوز اینو دوزیم اینه چیزا خوبیه ولی بقیهش دزدیدم خیلی زیاد شده وزنش. آره خبر آجی اینا خوبه. بیشتره و خواب بیدار شدی اصلا بدبختی داریم.
Psych.
Where have you been, Goy?
من منتظر تو بودم.
I'm not stupid. It sounded suspicious to me.
And you just come straight to me? I
wanted to take you by surprise.
Well, you managed to do that. I was expecting you to come to the courtyard. You do not look particularly cautious. If you had come on time, you would have faced quite an unpleasant meeting. That I can assure you. You're not the first to come looking for Lord Liechtenstein, and none of them had exactly good intentions.
Yeah.
All I want is to speak to Lord Liechtenstein.
The ones before you said the same. Honeyed words and a dagger behind their backs. But it seems luck is with you, though. While you were gone, I asked around about you. Somebody saw you at Zuchtol in the company of the Margrave. That is some highborn mensch. How do you know him?
My father knows him.
Well now, I did not know I was dealing with a nobleman.
You're not, but that's beside the point.
این یه میشه فرعی رفتیم که پدرشون میگه مثلا پسر فلانی هستم. یعنی تو میشن اصلی میشه فرعی داره چیز میکنه.
Will you take me to Liechtenstein or not?
Of course. There is just one thing. Liechtenstein is in hiding, and I have my orders, regardless of who you are.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid you will have to wear special headgear for the occasion. A sack over your head.
Oh, okay. فهمیدم. پس باید اول از همه یعنی میخواد ما رو چشم بسته ببره. بریم.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbor's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
آقای لیختنشتاین.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with...
In a word, badly.
Oh, how's that?
I hardly know where to start. I'm lucky to be alive. In any case, neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God. I need a drink now.
Did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
بله.
We did.
And? What was von Berkoff's reaction?
That bastard first used us, and then wanted to get rid of us. We only just avoided being killed.
Sacre. So there's no chance the League of Lords will turn against Sigismund?
No chance. On the contrary. Von Bergov and von Aulitz came here to Kuttenberg to be at Sigismund's beck and call.
Christ. And what are you doing here, actually?
I came here with a man called Zizka.
Zizka? Jan Zizka of Trotsnov?
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well. What was strange was that his band was infiltrated by Istvan Toth, if you remember.
That rat from Tarnberg. What was he doing there?
Turned out he was spying for von Bergov. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
What?
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then.
تو چرا میخوری لاشی؟ اونا میخورن سلام دست
After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So the fucker's still alive?
Not any longer.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
To our enemy's death.
Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Bergov and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I haven't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth. And finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage. Because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Bergov took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, Emma.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice, if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
بعدش هم که نگیم که لو رفته یا بگیم لو رفته. بگیم لو رفته. بگیم گناه داره بابت.
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin, and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you.
آخه میدونی چیه نه کن چی میگن تک تک انتخابایی که تو این بازی انجام بدی روی روند بازی تاثیر داره. اساسین کرید بازی میکردی مثلا دو تا انتخاب میذاشت شروع یا رو بکش یا نکش. این اگه قرار بود بمیره ما میزدیم مثلا نمیره یه جوری اینو میکشت بالاخره یعنی داستان اینو میکشت مثلا چه میدونم مثلا ما اینو میبخشیدیم میگفت نه پسر من گروگان خودش میزد میکشت. حق انتخاب تو اساسین کرید یعنی حکم گوزو داره رسم.
I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Gutenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh. How's that?
Because you know how to do it. Don't you?
You have a lot of confidence in me.
Well, I don't have many options. Well then, am I right?
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, sir, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Malashov, okay.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness,
but that is the most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up, but it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunzlin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a lot. All right. I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my...
آقایی به کجای شهر اینجا بهمون گیر نمیدن که چرا اومدی. خوابمونم میاد ولی بریم اینجا همون بریم بکنم راست و ریستمون کنه.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Oh!
Slowly. Nice and slow.
باش تو شهرم مثل خر روز نمیره.
Hey! Refrain from sin. Satan is going round our city, and the only defense is piety and virtue.
God bless.
آدم دیوز کجاست؟
Of hell. And who am I talking about? You know them only too well. Like Satan himself, they lurk in there.
حرف میزنه؟
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like...
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers.
Ooh. That's some strong stuff.
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How'd you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here? Only my throat is still burning like hell.
مفتیه.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
نداشتم بخیر. What the hell? پشمام. لباساتو چرا در آوردی مردی که کنم این چیزه یه جا خواب برامون داره.
God bless you. Frankfurt is accepting students.
همونجا هم میتونیم بریم بخواب. چپ همونو بزن. خوابالی بگیم افتضاح اتفه بعد به اردیگاه سیگیزمونده هم بریم. اینجا اتفه
would earn him a punch on the nose. But he was just as afraid of women as he was of men, so he only chose women who were alone as his victims. He may not have physically assaulted them, but punishment awaits him all the same. He'll be whipped for his lewd acts and be left to suffer in the pillory for several days. Keep an eye out for lunatics and deviants like him. God's law and the Lord of the land apply to everyone.
How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
Fuck my back.
That's good. یارو خودش کجاست؟ بخواه جدید آره کپتن احساساتی هم میشی؟
How can I?
Can I just the agreed. Here's some
Thanks.
I apologize.
Not your day, eh?
So you don't end up here too.
What the fuck are you doing?
اشتباه شد سکتش فرار کن.
What the fuck are you doing? Are you daft? Give up!
I surrender!
One.
But I acted within the law. I received permission to do all of that. I have it in writing. I'll bring you the contract. You know how to read, right?
Well...
Nah, a foolish question. I apologise. What a disgrace it would be if a man of the law didn't know how to read.
Exactly. A horrible disgrace.
So, do you want to see the contract? There's quite a lot to read there.
No, that's quite all right. Quick! Quick!
بریم اردوگاه سیگیریم. این چه بلایی سر اون دختر بدبخت کنه.
Quick!
سگ زمان دارم.
Quick! Quick! Go! Go!
کمپ سیگیزمانده نزدیک همینجاست.
Go!
اوه این بدبخت ها اینا دار دادن.
That looks like a bloody explosion. Really don't know anything about.
What do you want?
Would you help me out? I'm looking for someone.
That depends. Who are you looking for?
Victoria. A girl from Miskovitz. They send her up here with goods from the smithy.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy is opposite the entrance in the upper part of the camp. If you don't see it, you'll hear it at least.
Thanks a lot.
See you later.
How did it go? Did Sabish...
بریم از بلایی کسی بپرسیم پس.
Let me sleep.
پاشو مرد شنده. تازه از سفر رسیده.
Lord visit you. What will it be?
Does the name Victoria mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She's a girl from Miskovitz. I heard she comes up here to sell things.
Ah, I know who you mean. Aye. There's a girl who shows up here every now and again. I'm no good with names, but Victoria sounds familiar.
Who did she know best around here?
She got along with the merchants, but I'd say she fancied Black the most.
Who?
A soldier from the provisioning unit. I'd say her business dealings were more of an excuse to meet with him.
Where can I find this soldier Black?
He's lying in the infirmary. He's got guttache, and you can hear him howling halfway across the camp.
Thanks.
دمتم گرم. همین سرباز سیاه پوست رو پیدا کنم. منظور این یارو بود؟ با اینکه رابطه هم خوبه همش که هم یارو.
Hold on.
بله اسمش.
Are you the one they call Black?
Aye. More like green just now.
But I need to talk to you.
And I... cover.
Tell me exactly what's wrong with you.
My belly hurts. It's killing me. It's as if I'll burst at any moment, or give birth to a calf. It's from the fucking pig swill they give us to eat here.
Maybe. Does it hurt when I press here?
Yes! I feel it here. Here. Oh!
It's no wonder. Your stomach's blown up like a bellows. You must have eaten something really bad.
We put some mushrooms someone found in the woods into the stew. Oh. Fuck.
It's obvious. You've eaten poisonous mushrooms. If you want relief, you need an antidote. The sooner the better.
But I can barely move. Oh, please. Bring it here to me.
I have something for you that should work. Drink it.
Thank you. Oh, I can feel it bubbling and gurgling inside me.
Well, are you better now?
Not yet.
To look at you, I'd say you're as fit as a fiddle. You're not as white as you were, Black.
I still feel like I got run over by a team of oxen, though. It'll be all right once I get a good meal in me. So, what did you want?
It's about Victoria, the girl from Miskovitz.
Christ almighty. That woman won't leave me alone. Now she sent someone to try and change my mind?
Well, I didn't come to change your mind.
Well, she's tried practically everything. Complaining, screeching, threats, tears. But none of it worked.
And what was she trying to achieve?
Look, we had a bit of fun once or twice. But that was it. She just didn't get it.
Victoria's missing. Her house is empty, and no one knows where she's gone.
What do you mean she's missing? Wait. Seriously?
As if the earth opened up and swallowed her. Seeing as you two used to meet up, you might have some idea where to look for her.
She didn't tell anyone? Not even the blacksmith's wife?
There was a pool of blood on the floor. I was shocked when I went into the hearth room.
She often said she didn't know what she'd do if I left. But I thought it was just the kind of thing girls say.
But what were you expecting? She's already in a tough situation, and you just made it worse. Get off your ass and do something.
I can't just prance right out of the camp. Unlike you, not far from here to the east, there's a spot we used to meet. A small clearing in the forest, where there's a pair of big birches. She might be there.
Good. I'll look there. But I'm doing it for her, not for you. Got it?
I know. But bring her a message from me. Tell her she's a stupid cow. I didn't force her to do anything, and now she's crying over spilt milk.
You're not a man. Hell, you're not even a human being. Maybe just a sack of shit without a grain of responsibility in you.
But...
Listen, and listen good, you pustule. Either you get yourself together and take care of that girl, or I'll see to it that your little bellyache will be the least of your worries.
All right. Don't get so carried away, I'll do it.
Damn right.
I feel
much better.
بریم ویکتوریا رو توی جانگل پیدا کنیم. جانگل
Easy. Nice and slow. Whoa.
you stick in your hands, you thief? I feel much better. Hail. I'm sorry.
Manuel.
راه خروج کجاست؟
Learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Husarkar teaches.
Go! Quick!
Let's go and find the Victoria.
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Huh.
Come here.
Sit.
شیرم دوستگاه بهش fuck face. اینجا بوده چیزشون مخفیگاهشون
Oh my God. She poisoned herself. What a pity.
خودشو مسموم کرده.
Poor girl.
چه گویی خورد یعنی چی؟ چی شد؟
Oh my God. She poisoned herself. What a pity. The poor girl.
عاقبتش همین شد دیگه مرد درسته؟ یعنی برگردیم به کمپ به یارو خبر بدیم بنده خدا چیزی اینجا نداشته یعنی خدا فاک.
Ja! Ja! Ja!
یارو بلک رو بده کنیم بریم میتونیم یه چیزی بگیم. امکانش هست.
Go!
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa!
Good to see you.
منم خوبه که نهتون ببینیم. جاکش.
Good to see you, friend.
شما اینجا برید. نه یارو بلک کونی باشه رفته. همینه؟ کیرش هم نیست یارو خودشو کشته این اک بلسرت.
Greetings.
یه نفر مثل اینکه اینجا برامون چیز داره.
Greetings.
I heard you have some work for a blacksmith.
Yeah, I do. But you'd have to manage more than... How important is it for you when working?
Let's just say I sometimes get a little dirt under my nails, if you get my meaning.
Very good. Let's cut to the chase then. I need you to bring me something, so that the owner of that thing does not notice you have borrowed it. Interested?
Okay.
Fine. I mean, what's involved?
As I said, I need you to bring me something. Nobody must know.
Yeah, I understand that.
Basan, one of the cumin dogs around here, has recently acquired a very lovely sword. It's called the Absolver. He got it as ransom for some knight he took captive during the conquest of Kuttenberg. You yourself must admit that such a weapon has no business being in the filthy paws of those pagans. When they don't even know how to use it. Now if I had a sword like that...
Okay.
But humans aren't pagans.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you. They're Christians, just like you and me. Did you ever speak with them?
Do you think I understand their tongue? And that doesn't change anything anyway. I want that sword and that's the end of it.
So what do you need a blacksmith for?
You know, I'd hate for Basan to notice his sword is gone. Can you imagine what that cumin vermin would do to me? But if you could get a good look at it, you could bring it to me and leave Basan with a replica.
A replica?
Of course. Made of some soft iron, with coloured glass instead of gemstones. Just for looks. Basan won't notice the difference anyway.
Where can I find this Basan?
Here in the... You'll go to the tournament enclosure, and on the left.
That sounds fairly...
That may be. But you... And watch out for Basan. See you later, my friend.
Absolvers. استیل Basan sword. بریم دوستان و چی میگن شمشیر باسن رو بدوزیم.
I'm sorry.
sword. I'm not surprised they're fighting over it. To make the same won't be easy.
بریم دقیقا اینه که بگی بزدیم. این شمشیرش شاید 110 مال ما گوی تره. داداش هورن سورد گارد و فرانکفورت استیل نداریم.
How can I help? I'll have...
فرانکفورت استیل دوتا میخریم.
I'd like to discuss... Well, you see, I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
The sword guard.
Greetings, my...
Show me your way.
What'll...
I'll have a look at the way.
Sure.
Would you repair...
Excellent. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Take care.
من ترید کنم. عجب. یه دونه داشت.
Thank you. Take care.
اول من اینجا به قرب بده من داداش. من اینو بسازم.
Burning. To move it.
بگرم به نوکشم ضربه میزنم.
Looks like it's almost done.
یک کپی ازش ساختیم و حالا میریم میذاریم سر جاش.
A jug of wine, thanks.
شمشیری مستر. این شمشیری که ما ساختیم قوی تر از اونه. وضعیت رو داشته باش. چی شد؟ Optional. Return the absolver to base and chest. Put the replica of the absolver in base and chest. Give the absolver to Thomas.
God bless.
اشوال این که ما درست کردیم بهتر هم هست.
Sword is back with its rightful owner.
یه شمشیر خفن هم میدیم به این جاکش.
Good to see you.
درست داریم میریم درست داریم. خوش سرمونه.
It happens. Just watch what...
I brought you that sword, just as you wanted.
And what about Basan? Did you leave a replica in its place?
Of course. Everything is
fantastic. Hurry up. Give me...
Here you go.
The Absolver. It's finally mine. Isn't it beautiful?
Very. But now, about my reward.
What? Ah, you are right. Well, here is your reward. Just as we agreed.
Thank you very much. And if you ever have any more...
I'd rather not, friend. Just to be on the safe. Take care. See you later, my friend.
اینمز و تمام. بریم با این یارو یه مبارزه کنیم.
Fresh bull testicles. Delicious bull testicles.
What happened?
They say he went to bed healthy.
I heard about the local fight club.
If you have to ask. But if you don't plan on taking part...
Who said I'm a gawker? I've come to show you shit diggers what a real fight looks like.
Oh, I'm already trembling with fear. Stop running your mouth so I can bash it in.
Should we go and
Why wouldn't we? How about...
That sounds...
Now... You surprised me.
It was a good fight.
You deserved it.
You know it.
خب نفر بعدی کیه؟ چالش تو پاسکال. اوکی. پاسکال کجاست؟ همینه. داری پاسکال. مبارزمون نشه.
Should we? That's what. Now we.
Here it is.
Thank.
No mercy! Oh, come on.
I'm the best one here, so come and show me what you made of. I'm sorry.
God be with
Well,
you, my friend.
Are you afraid?
Good day.
مارکوس همینه. آره.
Should we?
No need. And how about it?
I agree.
I'll take it. Wanker! Come and get it. Don't laugh too hard. Keep flopping around. It's not going to help you. Keep flopping around. It's not going to help you. No, you don't. Aye, I can see. And don't forget.
Tamam şu. Benim bir şey.
Careful.
Sub meclis. Yine koca aynı.
What can I do?
I defeated your fighters.
I heard. You're Henry from Scullis, aren't you? I've heard a lot about you and your...
Gossip spreads fast.
Well, if you're looking for a real challenge, look for it at the cemetery in Kuttenberg at night. You might be able to find someone to meet your match there.
What, do I have to fight with corpses?
Use your head a bit. You'll figure it out.
What's going on around?
I haven't heard about... and you won't find...
Not again. There won't be any men left soon at this rate. Good afternoon.
See? Why don't we just go and enlist right away?
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Did the humans attack Miskovitz? Are they causing you problems?
Thank God, no. And I'd like it to stay that way.
And how'd you get along with them?
As best we can. And we can count our blessings that our village belongs to the Sedlitz monastery. Sigismund thinks quite highly of the abbot, and explicitly prohibited his...
What do you know about the Devil's Den?
Why do you ask? Did something happen? Were you robbed there?
Does that tavern have a good reputation?
Its name speaks for itself. All kinds of scum from the area gather there. I even heard the good-for-nothing Hinnick of Kunstadt goes there. The one they call the Dry Devil.
Really?
Take it from me. If I were you, I'd keep well away from that
If you have any problems with robbers, I'll be...
Thanks so much for the offer. I'll keep it in mind. But first, I have to convince the abbot to offer some reward.
Do you have problems with robbers? I expect it's not completely safe on the roads, eh?
Unfortunately, you're right. But that wasn't the case not too long ago. Nobody would even dare fart around Kuttenberg without the nobility's permission. And today? It's no use talking about it.
Are you sure you don't want me to set out your entire half room? Give people an inch and they'll take a mile.
heard there's a bounty on that bandit, the Collector.
Not so much on him. More, they say it was a rare manuscript for Sedlet's monastery, which is willing to pay handsomely for it. Why do you ask?
I've already had the honor with him.
And would you help me with him? You just have to catch him and bring me that blasted book.
بعد از گیرش
The
کنیم.
priest gambles with them. What? You bet he does. His house.
And where does Matthew rob?
Along the roads between here, Vysoka, and Miskovitz.
I'll do it.
Glad to hear it. So, if you find him, don't forget about that book. Without...
I understand.
حتما کتابه رو بیاریم. حله. کالکتور. Let's go.
Quick!
مادورا پاکورا. اسم این اگه میره رو پوشو بردارم چی میشه؟ بهتر وسط جنگل باید بریم. یه
Go! Quick! Oh, boy.
Quiet! Going! Such a naughty dog.
Get out! Somebody ought to grab it by the scruff of the neck.
I'm coming to help. Everyone! Aha! I'll kill you. Alert! Alert!
Mercy!
No!
Enough!
No
I give up!
surrender. Let's see what you're made of, you bastard!
Show your stuff!
I've been waiting for you!
Matthew کالکتوری مادور فکر دیگه جسدشو بیاریم خوبه
I apologize.
Belli که نمکونی گویست اینه آره داری بیلیف
I have the book the collector stole.
Lad, you have no idea how happy you just made. And what about the collector? Do I understand correctly that he is taken care of?
Yes. The collector is dead, and his band broken up. The villagers have nothing to fear now.
Oh, if it were only that easy. But thanks, lad. They'll certainly sleep better now. And about that reward, here are the groschen.
Thank you, bailiff.
دمت گرم. چقدر دادی؟ 285. لوشون بدیم اون کسکوچه رو؟ نه لوشون نمیدونم ندارم. دارم فایت شبانه میدن دیگه چیکارشون داریم ما. خب شب بریم اینجا بگریم درسته؟ الان چه ساعتی از تایم روزه؟ بگم تا اونجا برسیم کلا همه چی رو دوش. اوکی. قبرستون کدوم بریم اینجا درسته؟
I think I heard about you in a fight.
Really? About me? What did they...
Well, first things first, I'm Henry.
František is my name.
They told me I'd find the strongest competitor here.
I know this place like the back of my hand, and I've never seen a spook here. So I reckon you really are looking for me.
Oh, I seen you. Okay.
How does this...
From the...
So I wasn't far from the truth with those ghosts.
I take good care of the cemetery, so the deceased rest in peace. But I'm always chasing out drunkards and young couples who disturb the peace and quiet. Mine and all those under...
Do you still go and fight people just for...
I used to do it. I've even spent a few nights under lock and key when I overdid it.
That sounds like quite a while.
Water under the bridge. I've turned a new leaf.
I challenge you to...
Now, in broad daylight, someone will come at night.
شب میایم که بریم به فایت. جاکش نگاه کن. رفتی خونه شون؟
Out here. Out now. Correct, you night crawler.
You're not allowed here.
این شرف کجاست؟ خونه بغلیه.
I'll challenge. Then you shall have it. But first,
all right.
First of all, if you.
Do you expect the same from me?
No. On principle, I fight as long as... And be so kind and try not to stomp around here too much. So those under the...
All right.
We'll go over there. Watch and learn! Ah, no chance! Fuck you!
میشه مسابقه لگدزنی به تو محیط به نظر من. اینا توی چونه پدرت دیوز. پاشو مرد پاشو.
There, that's wound.
Don't be hard on yourself.
You better believe it. And my best years are long gone. Well, you beat me fair and square. Perhaps God sent you to me as a sign I should take it easy in my old age.
Well, it's true someone sent me here. But it wasn't God.
But with a successor like you, I don't really mind. So you won't think I'm a monster. I'd like to give you something as a reward. I don't have much, but
I'd like to learn something new.
I can show you how to deal with small repairs, or tell you how to sneak up on someone so quietly they only notice you once you're tickling them with the whip.
What can you teach?
I don't know how to do all that much.
What sort of skills does a gravedigger need to...
Here in the graveyard, there's nary a moment when nothing needs fixing. That I can handle. And sometimes grave robbers and such vermin find their way. I can sneak up on them so quietly they don't notice me until they get the whip.
Well, both of those sound...
Not right now. Come back and...
I'd like to learn...
Not right now.
الان نه. باش. این میشنم به پایان رسید. بریم اینجا با زاویشم یه چیز بدیم، یه چالش بدیم و بعد اینجا سیو کنیم و خدا نگهدار شما.
Nice and slow.
Slowly.
Whoa!
اینم که نمیخواد صحبت کنم. برو. اینم که نمیشه به چالش دعوتش کرد. عالی. عالی بسر.
God bless you.
چپ همونو بذاریم.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
صبح شده باز دوباره. علی داره گیم وک بازی میکنه ایول حال میده دیگه همینی که هست دوست دارم گیم وک بازی کنم خیلی هم میچسبه
We made a deal with Dirk Stallion. Christ! But wait, didn't Dirk used to come to...
یارو اصلا نمیخواد فایت کنه. میرم همه تون رو لو میدم. بوره بدر همه تون رو لو میدم.
Hail.
بالا اینجا چند صدا سب کنیم که از خونش بیاد بیرون. رفته محل کاره. واقعا انصافا مپ خوبی داره. علی انصافا مپ خوبی داره. داداش اینه به ما میشه فری نمیدن، من هم لوشون بدم با اجازه.
Bailiff, I've learned something that may interest you.
All right, but schnell. I do not have all day for you.
A gang of thieves is on the prowl in the city. They call themselves the Guild, and they plan to rob allies of King Sigismund.
Halt! How in the world did you come by such information?
I met them in the hole in the wall. That's the tavern where they meet. They asked me to join them.
Wirklich? That's actually not a bad idea. I could send soldiers to the tavern, but you know how it is. Before they get there, half the gang will run off. But if you would pretend to join them, then you could report their every move to me. Naturally, I would reward you accordingly for each report.
Very well. Deal.
Ausgezeichnet. Do you have anything you would like to...
The leader of the gang is named Chenyek. He told me to break into Sigismund's food stores outside the city. He wanted me to take all the sausages and leave the king a few heads of lettuce in their place.
Hurensohn! He will regret every sausage he eats. Once I get him, I will have his toenails ripped out.
But Chenyek doesn't want the sausages for himself. I'm supposed to feed the city's poor with them.
Such a waste. Hast du die Würste verschenkt? Did you hand out the sausages?
Aye. The beggars of Kuttenberg will feast better than the city council for a while.
Mein Gott.
Besides Chenyek, there's also a woman in the tavern they call Rat. She's responsible for all the petty crime in the city.
A rat, you say? I cannot wait to catch her in my...
Chenyek told me about a gang of thieves that once prowled the city. They used to paint various symbols on houses. But these days, nobody really knows what they mean.
And he asked you to find out for him, right?
Exactly. I was able to find a hiding spot used by that old band of thieves. There was a parchment in a chest describing what their symbols mean. Chenyek was very happy when I gave him the document showing their meanings.
I'm not surprised. That saving swine. Show me. Give it here.
Here it is.
Excellent. Here's a little something for your trouble.
Well, that's about...
Good. Keep it up. Come back once you learn.
حالا اگه برگردیم این جاکشه با همون صحبت میکنه یا نه؟ یا همچنان چوسی میاد؟ از این چیه؟
Take your pick.
من نرو به کارتونه میشه.
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
Oh.
I'll help you. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up. Tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her.
I think that would be for the best. You can ask the gravedigger for details.
از چیزی میپرسه.
What about your other girls?
Yes, fortunately. That's why Alice...
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that?
Okay.
What are you gonna do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, and I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of...
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
Yeah.
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, live, though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever.
What was Alice trying...
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So, you'll have to figure out the rest for you.
I know everything.
Good. Go to that graveyard. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Here it comes.
ببینیم چه بلایی سر دخترم. این همینه بود الان باش فایت دادی؟ آره دیگه همینه. چرا قفل میکنه؟
So, let's see what we... My God! Someone really did a number on her. Ugh. They ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. It would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God. That madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. Don't even know what colour it was. The murderer must have wanted her to suffer, so he started ripping her hair out. Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning. Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of...
Greetings. What brings you here so...
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can... Greetings, Henry.
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
I don't want to take anything.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
چرا؟
Someone killed the poor girl. You can't just let the murderer get away with it, can you?
Well, what do you plan on doing about it?
Find out who did it and bring him to justice.
Well, if that's the way it is, and you really want to help them lasses, it's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those...
No. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here.
Look for clues. Footprints.
That can help you?
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the hole in the wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk, but Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere.
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks.
It's my pleasure, actually. Wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there or in the morgue with that...
Thanks again, Matt. Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice? Aye. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely. But she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. One day, she just didn't come home.
It's awful what they...
She was such a pretty... And it didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lou.
Well, if you're interested, maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace.
Evet. Ben de burada mutfağa göre.
I'd like...
But before...
I understand.
Great. So what...
5000 ana.
Will you share...
You know... All right. Careful.
Good doggy, good boy.
I'd like to learn...
So, what...
Tell me...
well, all right.
Devam gel.
I'd like to...
So...
I'd like...
Great. And... All right.
Easy.
You have a kind master, eh, Matt?
درصد میریم صحنه جرم ببینیم 100%.
Oh, you not.
Hey?
Easy, good horse.
How many times do I have to tell you?
I'm بیرون دیوار کشته میشد در
Slow down, you idiot!
Whoa! Whoa!
Just got this nasty premonition.
What premonition?
barrel of ale. Oh.
This is the place. There's a lot of blood and some footprints. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to find. Christ, that's a lot of blood. But after seeing what they did to the girl, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure I'll be able to find any remains. I wonder what happened to them. I can't make anything out of this. The whole town's been walking around here. There could have been one killer or a dozen. I'm surprised I haven't completely trampled out the... It's hard to make out, but I think I see some slashing from a blade. So, there's still a lot of blood left, but I expected even more. I found some faint blade marks. Either the others were trampled out, or someone skilled was wielding it. It didn't look to me like any remains were left lying around. I've no idea what he did with them. Did he keep them or throw them away?
معلوم نیستش که چی کار کرده با اون چیزه وصلش. بعد بریم لومیر رو ببینیم. خب مرسی که دیدید تا اینجای کار دوستان و دمتونم. میتونید لومیر هم ببینیم بعد بریم که تا اینجا اومد.
Oh, you pooch.
Lumiere?
Oh, Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud.
That's some hangover. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off. This should sober him up. No. No.
More booze. Christ.
Drink up.
Better already. Wait, what? Who?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me?
Are you Lumiere from the rat house?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the madman.
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah, I'm the biggest madman in Gutenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I need to know the truth. To find the one responsible.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, lad. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
چی واسه فکر کنم بیشتر تو میتونم بفهمم چونی؟
Because I'm stubborn, and I don't have any other choice. I'll get to the truth no matter what.
You think that will suffice?
If not, I'd have been dead long ago. Bled out from a human arrow.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Okay.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Gutenberg is a big city. The bailiff, exactly. So when one of them
behind the back,
not really.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catch. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory.
Okay.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the...
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The hole is a world of its own.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him.
So if I want to learn anything more...
Yeah. He still runs the place.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the church of St. Peter. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. The murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the two girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
And what about the other two?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from them.
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4, the most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter in Paul. The next were Stanya and Zdena. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. And the last victim is Alice now. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Good. I know.
When you learn something more, stop by. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
مرسی که دیدید رفقا، بچه‌مون بالا درود دیگه شما رو بزرگ می‌سپاریم و بریم این قاتل